Hello and welcome to an introduction to Adobe Illustrator version CF5. Now this is a program that I've been using for about 10 years. I picked it up in high school, and when I picked it up, my teacher didn't know exactly how to use the software. It was a little bit tricky to pick up. Matter of fact, he just kind of set the textbooks in front of me and said, "Here, figure this out." Well, over time, I've kind of grown to love the software. I use it in my classroom now. We have a t-shirt design program, and the students all learn how to use this software. So, how does it work? Basically, it's a drawing software. It's part of Adobe's package where you might have a program like Photoshop that is good for editing photos. This is good for drawing. Typically, I use this for tracing. I'll do a sketch of, say, a logo or something like that. I'll scan it in, and then I'll use this program to trace it. So, this is the first drawing I wanted to kind of show you. It's made up of individual shapes. I have some grouped right here. I just ungroup them. I can move them around. I can color them each individually. So I can go in here, I can switch the color if I want, on one letter at a time. I can go in and I can edit individual points, anchor points. I can create layers. I can draw curves. And I can do all of this because it is vector-based software. Alright? Now, vector is a way of drawing that uses sort of like a math formula to create paths or lines that we can put together to make our images. Let me show you an example. The other version of photos or images that you're probably used to seeing that you use in, like, say, Photoshop would be a JPEG, and it would be rasterized. Now, what I did was I took this image here down at the bottom, and I clicked on it, and I clicked to rasterize it. That is to change it into pixels instead of a vector format. And the problem with this is that when we zoom in on it, you'll eventually start to see the pixels. Okay, I've rastered this at sort of a low quality to heighten that. Whereas if we zoom out, let's go back to our vector image that I had drawn previously. If we zoom in on that, I can zoom on that indefinitely. That's 1200% right here in our navigator, and the computer is always able to figure out how to draw that in a way that is appropriate for that resolution. Now I want to show you some of the tools that we'll be using for this project. First, over here at the top is our navigator. This is one way to zoom around our image. Okay. Now, before I go too deep, you should know that I have this set up to look like Photoshop. You can go through here and it will move around the windows for you, depending on what's easiest for you. Most of my students have used Photoshop before, so I've set it up in that way. All of your tools are over on this side. Layers are here. You can close any layer that you have set up. You can lock each layer. So say I want to make sure that I don't mess with this layer, I can just click to lock it or click to unlock it. Now I can move it. Now, the workhorse of this program is called the pen tool, and that's located right here. It'll normally be a pen right here. And when we open this up, we can click and drag and see other ways to use our pen tool. I'm going to tear this off and put it down here for use for later. And I just want to show you how to use the pen tool. Point and click will give you a line, will actually give you an anchor. A click and a drag will give you an arrow or a curve. And to close it, we just wait till the pointer has a little circle on it, and now we can close a shape. So, since making curves takes a while to get a hang of, what I want you to do for your first assignment is just use a point and a click to make anchors to draw paths. that will give you a sort of a simple version of your name. Let's just do your first and your last initials. There we go. It doesn't have to look perfect. Just go ahead and finish, close your shape, and then in the next lesson I will show you how to correct any mistakes.